Really quick. So yeah, these callers have been terrible. And I also find it interesting that essentially, I believe almost every single caller, with the exception of maybe one, but every single caller has been a Destiny show. It makes you wonder why that is, right? Like why is it that all of the Destiny shows are on the phone lines? It makes you wonder. And I feel like they're calling in because they probably feel like Destiny's drowning and they think that they can explain whatever Destiny's point is better, but they're all just failing, every single one of them. Every single one. They're all mad. That's really what it is. They're all extremely mad. I don't think they're paid. Somebody says they're paid. I don't think they're paid. I think they are Destiny fans who are extremely angry over how Destiny is being portrayed here, and they probably feel like they can argue the situation better. And then they get on the fucking phone and they end up asking Andrew what the definition of a chair is. Like, what the fuck? I still can't get over that damn scam caller. I can't get over it, man. All right, let's hear the last phone call, and then we're going to catch up on super chats, and then we'll do the paid member phone calls, which should be very interesting. I would like to see the arguments from people who are paying money to argue. I guess we'll see.
0789.
0789, go ahead, hit the line. And then after him, I actually do have a potential topic of discussion for the panel. But let's get this caller on first. Go ahead.
0789, you are up. 0789, you are up.
Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. What's up, brother?
Awesome. Great. Mr. Wilson.
This guy sounds like the shooter.
Big fan, Absolute Cinema. And I have a question for Mr. Borelli. If I knew what sexual assault was, but I had no fucking clue what rape was, could you ever prove to me that a rape took place? Because I think
no, because whatever definition you give, whatever definition I give for rape, you're just going to say it was sexual assault. Yeah, no, true. Yeah, if you had no idea,
bro, Destiny didn't even let the guy finish talking. He didn't even let him finish a fucking question before he just jumped in there and he was like, "Oh, blah, blah, blah." It's ridiculous." Brandon says, "Damn, still replaying this?" Yeah, we're doing the second half, as we said we were going to do yesterday. So if you were here yesterday, you would know we're doing the second half. If not, it's all good.
What rape was, but you knew well what sexual assault was, then any single time I try to define, well, I think a rape has occurred, you would just say, no, I think this fits with sexual assault. You would never give a definition of rape, and then you would just use that to try to win the argument. Yeah.
I think you left. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and start switching on over to the Castle Club members. I'll hit a couple of these hands, and then I do have something that I was going to bring up to the panel.
Did that guy just seriously leave? He seriously fucking let you ask the. Oh my god, bro! Why even call? Like, why even call if you're just going to leave? It just doesn't make any sense. All right, listen, guys, let's catch up on super chats really quick, and then we're gonna get into the next segment, which is the paid phone calls from whatever club Fresh and Fit has. I don't know what they're called, but the Fresh and Fit Club, whatever. They're gonna call in now. They might be on camera. They might not be on camera, but this should be pretty interesting. So let's burn through this really quick. And shout out to everybody who took the extra step today. We got that dog in M for a 5. Andrew conceded to Destiny on his definition of insurrection. What Destiny wants is to criticize Andrew's definition as the accuser. Yeah, I don't really know if he concede to Destiny's definition of insurrection. I don't really know if he did. I guess he did because he basically took it and threw it around. Right, so he took Destiny's definition of insurrection and turned it up on him, essentially, and kind of put it back on him. That's the entire time. That's what he's been doing the entire time. He's been taking whatever Destiny defines and throws it back on him, and Destiny ends up not being able to explain his definition properly in multiple scenarios, so he ends up just starting to talk fast and freaking out. That's basically what it is. Joe Spinella for 2 says ketamine. There you go. Probably. That dog in M for 5. If Destiny's going to argue on bad faith with his own definition, why would Andrew provide a definition for Destiny to critique as the accuser? I don't know, man. I feel like if the entire debate is based off of Destiny and the fact that he is calling this an insurrection, and Andrew is coming in from a neutral standpoint, or at least that's how he's portraying it, and I feel like it's a smart way to debate, come in from a neutral standpoint. And then that way it kind of forces it back on the accuser every single time to prove their point. And all you have to keep doing is questioning their point, right? And question it in a way that will create reasonable doubt. And that ends up bringing the conversation back to a neutral point. I don't think that Andrew is trying to prove Destiny wrong. I think Andrew is trying to essentially show that Destiny doesn't have a guaranteed way to prove that this was an insurrection or not. He's trying to bring it to a neutral position. Thus, both parties essentially win and lose at the same time. James Outpro 5, I really wish Andrew would have brought up the riot on the July 24th attacking cops, damaging monuments, and wanted to get a foreign leader. Well, I mean, he kind of mentions all of that. I mean, I don't know if this comment was before that, but he mentions all that. He mentioned CHAZ, Chop, and all that. So he definitely mentions it. Devin Knox for $4.99. It's funny that Dems called Trump Hitler, but one of his achievements as president was united Arab nations with Israel. Well, yeah, they don't want to talk about that though, right? Like that's not what they want to do. Talking about that is the least of their concern. They need to keep the narrative going, and making Trump into the next Hitler is the narrative that they have to spin. That's all it is. They have to keep spinning that. Because again, then you get people who, like the first caller or whatever, or the second caller, he called in and he essentially tried to get Andrew to justify the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. Like, well, if this guy was if everybody was saying he's the next Hitler, don't you think it's justified that we take him out because everybody's saying he's the next Hitler? It's like, what? Do you have any proof of that? Everybody's saying it. But do you have any proof? But everybody's saying it. It's like, what? What is a chair? Like, I can't believe it. James Opera 2. He's a crack fiend. Explains the jaw of the fast talk. Oh, dude, 100%. The entire debate, I'm watching the way that he's holding his jaw, and it's because his jaw has a mind of its own. We got Shaker Maker for it too. Look at Destiny trying to act intelligent. Clown emoji. Yeah, I don't think he's trying to act intelligent. I think he can actually be smart. The thing is that the way that he argues is really disingenuous. He argues in a manner that just tries to confuse his opponent. That's it. I don't really think he knows half of what he's arguing about. I think he's a little bit out of his comfort zone here. I could be wrong, but I just don't think he does. Rogue for 2, January 6th equals riot. CHAZ was 100% insurrection behavior. I agree. I think CHAZ was 100% insurrection by all definitions of the word, especially since they claim to be succeeding from the government. They tried to do their own government. They had their own militia. They had their own resources, or at least what they stole anyway, and you weren't allowed in. They cornered off a large section of the city. They cornered it off, and they specifically said, they didn't say that they were succeeding from the state. They didn't say that. They said that we are succeeding from the United States of America. We are our own autonomous zone. That's what they said. And the fact that Destiny is trying to pretend like he doesn't know that, or he's trying to pretend like he doesn't remember it, get the fuck out of here with that. Come on, Destiny. I don't think you're that stupid that you don't remember that situation, especially someone who's so politically obsessed. I'm not politically obsessed, and even I know that shit. So let's be a little real here. I need to give you a little bit more of a benefit of the doubt.